What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 133. Right off the bat, huge shout out to Creative Edge and Edge VR Arcade for making Strictly Blizzness possible.
It's summertime. Your kids need stuff to do. Look into their summer camps. At Edge.
GreenBayCamps.com.
GreenBayCamps.com. Tell your friends, tell your mom.
It's like a voice came in from nowhere.
And check out the new party room. Soon. Yeah, not right now. By soon.com.
Coming someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool thing if you want your kids to do something over the summer. A great camp. They spend some couple hours here during the day and do cool stuff. So it is learning. It's not just playing games. It's a
Very
VR
cool.
camp and a game maker camp. So yeah.
Yeah.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
Absolutely.
You know, we still haven't done a VR episode.
True.
Maybe we'll get to that someday.
That'd be cool.
Someday.
Maybe episode 200.
Ooh, yeah,
That
like an
requires us
anniversary.
to make it to episode 200.
Whoa. That might be a little ways.
Fair enough.
133. Do the math, people. That's quite a few months.
I will not do the math.
What do you want to talk about first?
I had a game.
We did have a game.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our side of the game, not the football side yet.
Sure.
So hold on, players. Just hold on. We'll get there. It was a very motivating game on a lot of fronts. I had a couple people talk to me about either being in tears pregame, which is not that I want people to cry, but they were moved by the speech that you wrote, that I read. I read it. I didn't write it. You know, we had a person that's battling cancer standing next to me who I told her, I'm not going to look at you because if I look at you, I'm not going to be able to finish. And she said, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. But the theme night was a very well-received theme night by a lot of fans. We had people buy our hat that was for the theme night, as well as the game ball, which was for the theme night. It was Blackout Cancer. And although our attendance wasn't 5,000, we had a run at the merch stand, which I think showed everybody supporting the theme. So,
yeah, it was cool. It was a new one. So we looked to refresh those. There are some staples for us now that will not go away and some will change, but that was a cool new one. I think that may resurface in a bigger way too. So,
yeah. And along with that, we showcased some new jerseys.
Yeah.
Which I had to hear about all night long about how great black jerseys are and that we should do all black. And I went, you know what? There's green in those jerseys, people. It's not just black. But I get it. They did look sharp. I think it was the offset of the pink, to be honest with you, and the green. I don't think we'd ever go all black, but having a green highlight or green number with a white outline, I could see that. But these obviously are reserved for breast cancer.
Yep.
So that's all about the uniform. Let's talk about the game itself. Did you get to watch any of the game?
Not a lot. I actually was helping with stuff. It wasn't like stressful, but there was a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
Even a small crowd, there's a lot of moving pieces. So when you have 19 things at halftime and
yeah, and so speaking of halftime, before we get into the football again, that middle school, the West of Pier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm hearing them because people were posting stuff coming into the arena.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing the music and I'm thinking high school band.
Yeah, they get compared to that a lot, actually. That's the one Cadence played for, too, when she played. So. Yeah.
And then I saw them on the field and went, those aren't high schoolers. And then I realized they're middle schoolers.
Yeah.
So hats off to that band director and those kids. You guys were great. I really thought they were a high school band.
Yeah. Dave
really
Shep,
did.
West of Pier Intermediate. Got a couple years left in theory. He's also the keyboard player for Glam Band. So he is all about music. I think him and Tom Bush and a couple other people in town, Evan at De Peers, starting to get the Redbirds cruising again. Like, they're dying breed. Like, really good music directors. Not that music programs aren't good at school, but ones that get out in the community and look for every opportunity for their kids to. I mean, Shep has his middle school band do Brewer games and stuff, a middle school band. And so when Cadence had done it, they drumline battled a high school band because they can hang because he cares. So, yep. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big
Support
deal.
the arts.
Support the arts.
Yep.
I just got word over the weekend, before we segue too much, that St. Norbert's is doing away with their arts program. So therefore, the Web, which I've performed at so many times with Evergreen Productions, and the Walter
Really?
aren't going to be available because they're going to do away with their program, which is sad to me. Much like these kids getting to experiment and experience some other kind of event than just playing a pep rally at school, that's a big deal and could really set somebody up for whatever their future might hold. So it's sad to me that has to go to the wayside. But anyway.
Football. And shout out to the Taekwondo group, too. They were awesome.
Taekwondo.
Yep.
I did say when we were watching them break all those boards, I said, I looked over at Vachano and said, how many people you think are going to sign up for Taekwondo come this next week? Because they saw that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So really cool.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Football it up.
Let's get to football. So with this win over Tulsa, we are now tied with Massachusetts for second place. I don't know when that's ever happened.
Yeah.
To be tied with Massachusetts. Obviously, Frisco is still the team to beat in our division. We got a lot of people coming up the curve. Now is when stuff starts to shake out, and who you played and who you beat is going to become very, very important come playoff time at the end of the season.
I don't want to get fact checked, but how the heck are we ahead of Frisco? Because we lost to them. Wouldn't the head-to-head be them then?
Well, but they're still in first place.
I mean, I'm sorry, Mass, because we're both 5-2, but we're ahead, even though they beat us at home to start the season.
No, we're not ahead. They're still.
It has us ahead on the standings.
It does have us ahead on the standings.
So unless I didn't understand the tiebreakers, I thought head-to-head was the first tiebreaker.
Who did they lose to?
Quad Cities or Iowa got them this weekend. I thought Iowa did, I think.
So
Iowa
we beat
them.
Iowa.
Right, twice.
Yeah.
But again, don't fact check this, but I got to look at where head-to-head is because I thought head-to-head was 1, right? I thought, but.
It is.
Yeah.
It's still. But
so
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care, Ryan.
I was going to unpack that because I checked the standings when I saw Mass lost, and I'm like,
maybe it's alphabetical order.
That's accurate. Playoffs are now done alphabetically. So regardless of your record, congrats, Arizona. You're in automatically.
I just meant when you're tied, the team that has, is further ahead in the alphabet. That's all.
I love it, actually.
No, that's
So it's awesome. So good football being played.
Yeah.
The game this weekend is not that important at all. Not playing Frisco at home. All of that is a lie. So yes.
What? Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I have a surprise for you.
I won a trip to Disney.
Oh. Did you?
I don't know. It's on record. Sean recorded it.
No.
Okay.
So I will be, for next week's episode, I won't be here.
Okay.
If we beat Frisco, you will be here with 2 players.
Wow.
2 players will be sitting next to you. I'm not going to release their names, but they know who they are because I talked to them. They will be sitting here doing the show with you while I'm remote.
Okay. Right on.
Looks like they got to win the game.
Sean, you're on the clock to set up more microphones, buddy.
They're probably going to be speechless.
True.
Yeah.
So you can just have the camera and forget about
it. Anyway, let's talk about the game a little bit, though, because I think everybody thought this was going to be a normal Tulsa game of 60-some points up on the screen, because they've had some very high-scoring games, and we kept them in check. Shout out to our defense because our defense definitely held them a couple of times. Shout out to our offense. Max had total control of the game. I think those are Corey's words, actually. Max had a great game. There was just that one time when he couldn't score on the 1-yard line, which I'm sure was.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think that everyone played well. We had some new guys that showed up that did well. We had somebody that is out for a couple of weeks. So all in all, it was a great game. Great game. Very exciting game. And the crowd got into it at the end when we had that point. Yeah.
I
It
gave
did take a bit.
I shot a text this morning to Nick, and Mark, so people don't know anyone but
Nick
Petrano.
and Nick.
Yeah. So
And
music, Nick up in the booth is a good friend of mine from Best Buy. When Larry and Kathy bought the team, I brought him in to do our music, and he's been with us ever since. And then Nick Petrano on the field, and then Mark Winter, who commentates on game day. Like, I told them within the first 1 minute, I'm like, you guys are going to have to work based on type of crowd and size of crowd. And it took about a quarter and a half, but we got them. They're getting loud finally.
yeah,
So,
right
yep.
around halftime
Yep.
is when it really started to pick up.
So I gave him a shout out because that's not easy. So
No.
when people are there to support an emotional cause or way more, I mean, I think it was a pretty family heavy crowd versus of football, or on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, 5,000 school kids.
Right.
So they did great. And I told them all that this morning. I really appreciated it because it could have been quiet all game. It really
Well,
could have.
and Mark and I talked before the game about he really wants to get to a point where he just gives an input and the crowd responds with first down.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's like, it's just not happening.
I know.
And I'm like, well, I think you have to say things like, say it with me, everyone.
Yep.
First down.
Yep. But huge shout out to them and Ben and App and the field team too, because it is, I not warned, that's the wrong word. I just say it's going to feel different than the first four where we have been cruising, and it was Mother's Day graduation, nice out in Wisconsin. We were up against the buzzsaw that is nice weather in Wisconsin. So, but it was still a great turnout. Crowd got into it, and it was fun.
Yeah, and congrats to all the people that graduated this weekend. We did have one show up in her graduation gown, so Kirsten, good shout out to you.
She'll appreciate the shout out.
Yeah, she. I'm gonna start coughing. She came right from graduation, literally. She drove directly to the game. So, shout out to her and everyone else that graduated this weekend. It was a big deal for a lot of people around Wisconsin, and they're not done. I mean, the rest of the graduations are still coming down the pike, but usually Mother's Day weekend is a big weekend for graduations.
For sure.
Shout out to all the moms who had Mother's Day, or if you have pets, you're still a paw mom. So, there's all sorts of moms out there, godmothers who don't have children, godmothers that do have children but take care of other people's children. There's all sorts of moms out there. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. What else about the game? Anything else you have in mind for the game?
No.
You want to talk about the Northern Lights? Did you get out and see them at all?
I didn't, actually.
Oh, I have.
I've seen so many people that did, but.
Yeah, our girls got some great shots out by Lane and Jeremy, and, I mean, they are just phenomenal. I'm going to give those to Sean.
The photos? Okay.
What else do we have? You want to talk about this next game?
Sure. Yep.
All right.
Faith Family Day. So 3:05 Saturday, May 18th, 2:00 doors, $2 hot dogs, $2 sodas, and a concert afterwards with Terrian, who was on tour with Toby Mac and is up and coming in the Christian music scene. People have asked about the game flow all the time on that one. So the game ends, and it's not like you sit there for a half hour. It takes about 7 minutes. We found out the past 2 times we've done it to drop the goalposts and bring fans onto the field, and we're off to the races. So it's not like, it's actually shorter than the laser show intermission. So we'll be rocking and rolling after that. If you're not staying for the concert, that's fine. The fifth quarter still exists up behind the party pit. So up on the concourse, we will get the players up a service elevator to sign stuff for you if you want your stuff signed while we're changing over to the concert. So
that's the norm now, is we take them up there.
Yep.
Which is great, because then it gives them a place to kind of spread out a little bit. I know on the field it sometimes gets cramped.
Yeah. Yep. And then they either can go, the players can either hang out and watch Terrian, or they can head next door and eat if they want to. So, yep.
So you won't take them up there until after the concert?
Right before. They'll be up there during the changeover. So,
okay.
Yep. And we'll give an announcement before we actually announce Terrian. We'll want to get back to their seats.
Okay. Because that was my question. Yep. So the players will come to watch the concert?
If they want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just so that everybody realizes there's a concert going on.
Yes. Yeah. You will hear that announcement. So,
okay. Yep. Excellent.
It's not like a laser show where we'll put the count on the clock, because we really don't know how long it'll take us. I mean, something could go wrong with the forklift, and we'd have to wait a little bit. So.
True story.
Yeah. So.
All right. How do they get down onto the field? Do they come the same entrance as though it's fifth quarter? Or is there
Yeah,
no?
if you buy a field pass, so it's $10 extra. Doesn't cost anything extra the concert if you're staying in your seat. It's just $10 to buy a field pass, or if you're part of your church group that already bought a field pass, you take the field through our promo tunnel where you see all of our promotions come out of, but you line up right as the game ends upstairs, and we have our staff that brings down the field pass people.
Okay.
Yep.
Where do they meet upstairs?
Right outside the Bud Light Lounge. So, yes,
Okay.
I know it's a faith-based thing and you're outside the beer lounge. I don't have another place to line you up.
Well,
So.
a lot of faith people rely on, church festivals. There's a lot of beer at church festivals.
So there, you're actually given a name tag that just has the instructions when to be where, and then there will be probably 50 to 100 left, depending on when I get done issuing them all this week to the groups that have bought them. Those are available at the merch stand on game day. So
excellent. Yeah. So they can either be on the field right in front of where she's playing,
or in your seat.
Or in your seat.
Yes.
All right. And the guys will be. Are we going to be able to get them up there fast enough?
Yeah. Last year we did it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Anything else? It is a 3:05 game, people. It's still matinee May. Yep. So make sure you don't show up at 6. Did we have anybody show up at 6?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. The game in theory would have been over, if not just about to be. Yeah,
knocking on the door.
I mean, they could get it. I think they could have got it in, but they wouldn't have been scanned in. I don't think. No. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. No.
Anyway,
because you do get, I guess, this game every year. I mean, yeah, you can tell halftime is the cookie cutter response of if you literally just want to come see Terrian, but I would challenge you to come check out an indoor football game. Halftime is when we can let you in. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. What else do you know?
I don't.
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
We have some cool stuff to share about Military Night and 90s Night because both have a ton going on, but that's all coming. So
yeah.
And it's probably out there right now if you could find it because our military partners in Desert Vets, Wisconsin, and a bunch of military groups are already getting the word out and getting tickets to vets and people currently serving. So you can find some of it. It's just too much to put on a flyer. You're going to want to tune into this when we eventually explain it. So
tune into this and we'll record some stuff as well and get the word out there on how we're handling everything because there's quite a bit for that game. Let's give the dates of the remaining games. So this weekend is May 18th.
Yep.
That is our Faith and Family Night. After that, we have
road game.
No, next home game.
Oh, home game. Okay. I thought you'd be proud of me because
actually it was a road game. Yeah, it's not back. Yes, we do have a road game, but then we're back home May 31st.
Friday night 7:05. The back two as we hit summer go to 7:05 because we understand what state we're in, and that you probably want to enjoy the yard stuff and want to come head our way as the night's wrapping up. So those last two games are later on purpose, and there are things out front, outside. We also understand what state we're in. Those last two games both have music outside beforehand and a bunch of stuff to do. So,
Okay. Yep. So the first one is 90s Night?
Yep. With a awesome cover band in the area here called Wet Possum, who is doing well everywhere they play. He's one of Brian at Replay's favorite bands. So
excellent.
Yep.
So that's Friday, May 31st.
Yep.
And then Military Night is on
Friday, June 14th.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Just so that you know, in case you're not watching social media,
yes.
I want to give a shout out to Ben for his social media posts when we freeze out another team. They're looking.
And Tyler.
Yeah.
Who designs those with him.
Is that who is doing him and Tyler? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I call him Andy's Padawan because I'm not even sure how much they interact in class, but it's just cool that he is in Andy's classes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, Andy was our original graphic artist that used to work at the Village and now is teaching at NWTC. So
yes, so that's a Ben and Tyler co-project there. And the 90s Night next game graphics, I'll have to send them to you because you won't see them because they'll start rotating at the Rush Center, are incredible. They're his best ones yet, like the upcoming stuff. Like, it's really good. it's really good. So when you're driving down Lombardi or see the Rush Center outdoor signs, that is actually an intern that's designed those, and it's pretty awesome.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I got to find a costume. Are you dressing up for 90s Night?
I don't know if I want to go on record and say that because then you'd be like, you said you would.
I don't want to wear the same thing.
It was a really good costume, though.
It was, but, I got to do a different one. So I'll have to.
I'd
figure
go
that
find
out.
something from movies, and then people would be like, "What is that?" And I'd be like, "It was a movie from the '90s." Like, say I have to dress in something bright and says "rad." I can find a movie costume.
There you have it. That's all you got to do, people.
True.
Just show up in your 90s gear. I got a lot of it in my closet. I know that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yep.
Big movie comes out this weekend.
You told me, and I forgot what it was already.
He's slacking. If comes out this weekend. Imaginary Friends.
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds looks like it's going to be great. I'm probably going to hit that at a theater in Orlando.
A theater near you.
No, it's not near you.
There is a new trailer out for Twisters, which looks insane as well. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
News around the league. We're moving right along. Obviously, everything is gearing up towards being at the championship game in Vegas. Mark your calendars for the weekend of August 15th. That is when it will be happening. And I'm excited. I'm excited to go to Vegas. And are you coming to Vegas with us?
I don't know. Is that an invite?
I have you on my list.
I know.
You're coming this year. So, yeah.
I mean, to all my IFL fans, friends. I don't know if I have fans. The one follower.
That's think they're
family.
fans.
That's just like family stuff that I didn't go last year. It's never Kathy being like, "You got to pay your own way." That was a personal reason I didn't go last year. So,
oh, you're paying your own way
because I got text from Allison and Eric being like, "Where the heck are you?" Like, so
yeah.
I was like, "Kathy doesn't like me anymore."
Nice.
I went on record.
Nice.
No, I gotta look at that weekend. Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. I think that's all I have.
Are you going to any away games yet this year?
No,
Okay.
I will not make it to any away games. It's just been very, very crazy.
Yep.
I haven't been home a lot, and I need to be home for a little bit.
Yeah.
So our whole crew is going to the Iowa game.
Yes.
Memorial Day weekend.
I heard that because when I was loading out of the rest center, I was with your granddaughter and both your daughters. So
Yeah, they're all trekking down to Iowa.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome. That's what I got.
Okay. Well,
big game this weekend. So even if you're not coming for the concert afterwards, which you should check it out, you should check out the football because it's a huge game.
This is a big game.
With 7 games in, it's kind of crazy to talk about playoff implications, but this one
has
them for sure.
Yes,
so,
and it would be nice to see Frisco lose a game.
True.
Sorry, Frisco.
Yes.
You're going to be in our house, so we really don't want you to win in our house. And then we get a treat on the show next week if we do win. That is the caveat that they have to win.
Yeah.
Have to win.
That's what I got.
All I have.
Is it that time?
I think it's that time.
That's strategy.
A new thing.
It's not. No.
That was new.
Not like Blues Clues or the Explorers. Anyways, should we hit them with it?
Let's hit them with it.
Go Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.